It wasn't just a bad day in court. IT was a mutiny. This is the nightmare scenario Prince Harry never saw coming. One moment, he was the righteous accuser, ready to burn down the British tabloids. The next, his own legal team was reportedly jumping ship, leaving the Duke of Sussex isolated, exposed, and facing a humiliating ultimatum from the High Court. What we are witnessing in London is not a legal battle. IT is a spiraling disaster. Welcome to Legacy's Edge. Prince Harry believed he was leading a moral crusade against associated newspapers. But sources now reveal that his case is collapsing in real time.
Why?
Because the judge has issued a stern warning that appears to have shattered the Duke's confidence. And more importantly, his key lawyers, the star quarterbacks of his defense, have reportedly walked off the field mid-game. They saw the writing on the wall. They saw the evidence Harry tried to bury. Do not click away, because in the next few minutes we're going to reveal the smoking gun that triggered this mass exodus. A single piece of evidence, a simple party invitation, that threatens to prove Harry's narrative is not just flawed, but potentially fabricated. And we will ask the question everyone is whispering, where is Meghan? The trial has begun. The defense is crumbling. And the truth is starting to surface. To understand why Harry's legal team reportedly abandoned ship, we need to look at the specific allegations that turned this trial into a catastrophe. Prince Harry stood before the court and made sweeping accusations of illegal activity and conspiracies against associated newspapers. He specifically targeted two prominent royal journalists, Rebecca English of the Daily Mail and Katie Nicholl, accusing them of criminal behavior to dig up dirt on his private life. Harry painted himself as a hunted man, relentlessly stalked by faceless villains using illegal tactics to invade his privacy. Then the defense stood up and dropped a bombshell. They didn't just deny the claims. They produced a receipt. The spotlight fell on Harry's accusation against Katie Nicholl. The Duke claimed she was a sneaky snoop who illegally gathered information about him. But the defense revealed evidence from 2011 that shattered this narrative instantly. Katie Nicholl wasn't lurking in the shadows. She was inside the exclusive Kensington Roof Gardens, sipping cocktails at a private party, a party Harry himself invited her to. Let that sink in. The defense argued that not only did Harry invite this so-called criminal journalist into his inner circle, but that they stayed in contact and moved in the same social circles for years afterward. Their rebuttal was blunt and humiliating. No, Harry. You invited me. This revelation is devastating. It completely undermines his victim narrative. You cannot invite a journalist into your private world, drink champagne with them, and then sue them a decade later for intrusion because you've changed your mind. What this evidence suggests is not harassment, but a symbiotic relationship. It paints the picture not of a criminal conspiracy, but of a celebrity who played the media game when it suited him and now wants to rewrite history. As this contradiction was exposed, the lawyers on Harry's bench realized something terrifying. Their client's version of events was collapsing under the weight of his own past actions. Then came the most damning development of all. The lawyer revolt, a move that stunned legal analysts. Key members of Prince Harry's legal team reportedly resigned. Mid-case. In high-stakes litigation, this simply does not happen, especially not with a client of Harry's status. For a top-tier solicitor to walk away from a duke, something catastrophic must have occurred behind closed doors. Insiders describe this not as a reshuffle, but as a strategic retreat. Legal experts point to a concept known as unsustainable instructions. In the British legal system, solicitors owe a duty to the court, not just their client. They cannot pursue arguments proven to be factually false. Once the party evidence emerged, Harry's lawyers likely faced a professional crisis. Continue defending a collapsing narrative, or protect their reputations, they chose the latter. This resignation is a vote of no confidence. They are not abandoning the law, they are abandoning Harry's version of the truth, and the visual impact was brutal. Without his star defenders, Prince Harry appeared diminished. Witnesses described him as stressed, older, and visibly shaken, like a child lost in a suit too big for him. The defiance was gone. In its place stood a man realizing he was completely alone, but the most painful absence wasn't his lawyers. It was the empty chair beside him. Whereas Meghan Markle, as Harry sat alone in a gloomy, wood-paneled courtroom in London, Facing the collapse of his credibility, Meghan was 5,000 miles away in Montecito. No public support. No hand-holding. No show of unity. For a couple that built an empire on the us against the world narrative, the silence is deafening. Observers suggest this is a strategic retreat. Meghan understands optics, and she likely sees what the lawyers saw. This case is a loser, and she has decided it is Harry's fight to lose. Without her presence, Harry appears stranded between two worlds, the royal family he left behind, and the new life that no longer seems to be standing with him, and that isolation exposes the core contradiction of this entire lawsuit. Prince Harry is suing for privacy, while selling it. This is the hypocrisy trap. Harry demands accountability from the press for invading his private life, while simultaneously profiting from Netflix documentaries, podcasts, and a memoir that revealed intimate details far beyond anything the tabloids ever published. The defense's argument is ruthless and simple. Harry doesn't oppose invasion of privacy. He opposes not being paid for it. When newspapers publish stories, it's harassment. When Harry publishes them, it's his truth. The public sees through this, and courts deal in facts, not feelings. Now comes the final blow. The financial reality, in the UK, the loser pays. If Harry loses this case, he won't just walk away embarrassed. He could be forced to pay millions of pounds in legal fees, his own and associated newspapers. His lawyers leaving mid-trial sends a chilling signal. They don't see a payout coming. They see a bill. Harry wanted to bankrupt the tabloids. Instead, he may be bankrupting himself, a prince without a palace, a litigant without a legal team, and possibly a millionaire watching his fortune drain away. This is more than a courtroom defeat. It is a cautionary tale of ego, obsession, and the danger of trying to rewrite history when receipts exist. Now, the verdict belongs to you. Should the judge throw the case out immediately, or should Harry be forced to pay every cent for dragging this out? Drop your verdict below, and if you value fearless investigations that challenge powerful narratives, subscribe to Legacy's Edge, because when the final bill arrives, you'll want to be here to see who pays it.